I'd like to recognize the Leader of the Third Party on a point of order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's actually my privilege to raise on a point of order, considering that this is the last day in the legislature for the member for Parkdale High Park, Cheri DiNovo. And as Leader of Ontario's NDP, I want to just take a quick moment to thank Cheri for all the work that she's done after many years of being a member in this legislature. And I think we would all agree that her work, particularly on LGBTQ issues, is unparalleled in any legislative chamber across our country. I believe that without that work, without Cheri being here, that work wouldn't have ever been done, from Toby's Law right up until the passing of the Trans Day of Remembrance just the other day. Her work on first responders and PTSD, presumptive legislation, her work on anti-poverty issues and social justice. It has been an amazing, amazing journey. Cheri is a passionate, committed woman who really does care about the well-being of everyday folks, and she has put her heart and soul into her work here in the legislature. And I know that her next journey at the church, where she is going back to, as she says, her best love, will also continue that amazing work and passion. So, Cheri, on behalf of Ontario's New Democrats, thank you so much for your service here in the legislature.
Thank you. Premier, on the same point of order.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. I just want to add my voice of thanks to Cheri DiNovo for all the work that she has done for the people of Ontario and for the people of Parkdale High Park. We could always count on Cheri to ask questions, to raise issues that were of serious importance to the people of this province and to her community, and so we're very grateful to her for that. And I will just say, as a fellow member of the United Church, often we are asked within the United Church about how we are living our faith, and I just want to say that Cheri DiNovo, without bells and whistles and without flaunting liturgy, lives her faith. She brings her consciousness of poverty and of the needs of people to this place. She has always done that, and I wish her all the very best in the next phase of her life.
The member from Nepean Carleton on the same point of order.
Thank you very much, Speaker. To my dear friend Cheri DiNovo, I'm really going to miss you. We've been friends for the past 10 years, sort of an odd couple, but we have had an enduring friendship that I believe will last long past the time you leave here and when you go back to the cloth. A lot of people probably don't know we were elected in a by-election in the same year, and I've got a bit more seniority and it's starting to show in the gray hair I have on my head, but we've developed a friendship, and we have a number of mutual friends, and every session we would have an opportunity, or every sitting we'd have an opportunity to go out for dinner and put politics aside and just talk about some of the issues that deal with our families. And we also had an opportunity to go to Taiwan together. And it was a very exciting trip that the member took with the member from Renfrew and Pembroke, the member from Leeds and Grenville, and the former members from Beaches East York, and I'm not sure what, Trinity Spadina, I believe. And it was there, overseas, that we put partisanship aside, and we were Ontarians and Canadians first, and anybody that's ever taken a trip like that with their colleagues really seems to unite our core values as Canadians, and we certainly got to share that. Now, I'm going to tell a little bit of a tale out of school. We, during that trip, we wrote a song, and we would sing it. And so Cheri decided, when we got back from that trip, that it would be fun at the end of the year to invite me and Steve and John to the caucus party at the end of the year for the New Democrats. And so Cheri, of course, knows a lot of talented musicians. And so she told her caucus that she had a band coming. And her caucus thought it was the Bare Naked Ladies. And I think they were shocked when they, one by one, came down the staircase and saw these three Tories standing in Cheri DiNovo's living room to sing a very off-key song. But you know what? John Yakubuski knows 6,000 songs right up here. So it was really good. So we came down and we had this song. And it was our group came back together again, and it was the three of us as well as the three new Democratic members, and we sang for the caucus, and they still laugh about it. Taras and I were talking about it last week. I apologize for using the member's name, Speaker, but we came down, and they actually said we were better than the Bare Naked Ladies. And I can't tell you this song because it was at the expense of the governing party. But I don't think they'd be surprised. But I think I just wanted to say, because one of the things that the Premier talked about and the leader of the third party is the humanity of this woman, this wonderful MPP who has, right up until the last week that she served here, passed a private member's bill that I was proud to co-sponsor. And so to you, my friend, I look forward to seeing you grace these halls as a clergy person, but also as a friend to every member here. And to that, I want to conclude by wishing her a Merry Christmas, as well as all of my colleagues. Thank you, Speaker.
Minister